Shalom. So this is day 74, Christian Homeless Adventure, and day, I think 50 today for being in Philadelphia. I guess I just would, motivation for making this little short was to show people what I do, at least lately. Something I did in the past when traveling, doing ministry and prophesying, whatever I was doing years ago. Found out Whole Foods was a good place to chill. Well, it's a good place to work and a good place to eat, of course, and do many things. You get Wi-Fi and there's seating to, right, just to chill, and they don't typically bother you. You can be here for hours. I've been here twice today for hours apiece, and there's days I've been here 7+ hours. In this cold, it's necessary when we're basically kicked out of the shelter around 5:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. But to go there, the only reason you go there is for services, and basically to wait for a van to pick you up and take you to a shelter, which I can't even go to. So they open up the lobby for resting out of the elements at 10 p.m. I can typically get in there earlier because of the dog, but it's not really worth it because of all the demonic activity. So unless the Holy Spirit leads, I typically don't show up there until late, because you can't lay down on the floor or the chairs, depending on how many people are there, until 10 p.m. So it's not really worth it unless there's some sort of ministry or thing going on, or something the Father's trying to teach me. So typically you don't show up until around 10 or 11. And lately, because of incompetence and maliciousness in the management staff of the facility that I'm staying at, people have ended up having to stay there until like 2 p.m. to get a bed at a shelter, which is not typical. And it really doesn't make any sense, because then you only have a few hours to do what you got to do there, and then get kicked out of the shelter, right? And then you start the whole process all over again. And then, what's the point of going there when there's 20, 30 people in the room? When you're to sleep on the floor and there's barely any room to sleep on the floor, and it's loud and the lights are on, they have TV blasting, demonic activities. Anyway, so I like to spend when the allowance is there and there's money to, because I don't come in here to stay for free, I could. I've seen people do it. I see people bring other food and they maybe buy like a water or something. I typically don't, so I get some healthy food through the day that I can afford. And it's been a great help because my nutrition, Joanna and I's both, was lacking, and then they have cheap enough grain-free dry food, and actually a decent brand that's like affordable of wet dog food, and little things here and there that I get her to supplement that she really enjoys. I've been taking it real easy because I'll break this up into two parts. Because of all the stress and probably some other stuff going on with her, I had to really slow down on buying her like meat and stuff like that, because she was wasting. So to save money and stuff, I've been having to try to nurse her and kind of get her doing some physical activity that will encourage her to eat. She was coming under spiritual attack too, but a lot of that seems to have broken off. I've been trying to work my way with her to be more patient and other things with her, and it's been working out. So Father's been teaching me and her, and so now she's got her appetite back, and she's been eating, a couple portions of dry food, and then I try to get her to eat as much of a can of wet food a day, and I mix it up, and she's really enjoying it. And so I bought her a beef stick. It's called Chomps, the brand. It's like organic. They're only $2 for a good size beef jerky stick, and she just scarfs it right up. She loves that thing. So she got a little treat earlier while we were walking around the downtown area. So anyways, it's kind of a little short of our day and what we do. We sit here and look outside, study the Bible.